I said, broke bitches are played out. I'm like, why is every girl broke? Every girl's self-entitled. Like, where are the female entrepreneurs that have their own money?
I don't necessarily think that I would ever pursue someone like you. And here's the reason why. I see you on social media hanging around with women who are definitely not like me in most regards, which is the fact that, you know, they definitely love being in the spotlight. They definitely have, you know, a look to them, let's say. They love to party. They love the attention and all the things. Now, don't get me wrong. I like a good time, but you know, Botox is the worst that I get. You know what I mean? Like by this situation. So my thought process would be, I would never think that you would want a person like me because of the people that you constantly surround yourself with. And now tell me where my head's at there.
So I always tell people, don't prejudge. So when my documentary comes out, they're going to see, people don't know that I live with my mom and dad. People don't know that I have values. Women don't find men that have values, that honor their mother and father, that bought them a dream house, that eats dinner at the dinner table 6 days a week, takes off their shoes at the end of the house, because that's not content my audience wants to see. People don't understand that Vegas Dave is just a character. I will not date a girl that works in a nightclub. I won't date a girl that does OnlyFans. I won't date a girl that has no respect for their body. But for content purposes on the beach, yeah, I'll put a video of you with a Vegas Dave tattoo on your butt and put it in my audience because that's entertaining for them. That's content that gets people to talk about me. So I understand that. But when the people talk to me, they're like, holy shit, like, you're not even that person. I'm like, yeah, dude, it's all marketing. So I understand why it's that way, but there's a lot of people that have known me for years and they know the real me, but I understand where you're coming from. And I guess I did it to myself, but at the end of the day, I did it. That's why I'm so wealthy. It's because of the content I produce and getting people to talk about me, but that's just Vegas Dave. David Wunsch is the person talking to you now. So I understand where you're coming from, but again, you can't prejudge.
Yeah, no, totally, for sure. And I do agree with that. Like that was one of the reasons why I even asked you to do this podcast, because for the last few months that I've been following you, I've seen more of Dave Awancha. I've seen the smoke and mirrors of what you've been able to do. And I definitely respect it for sure. But it's hard because you are so much Vegas Dave. And when people get to see you on, like, where else do people really get to see Dave Awancha? And they don't, women especially.
Actually, I don't let people in my private life anymore. I'm very protective of my family. I don't go out to dinner with people. I don't really speak to people because I'm so burnt out of people. I like to be alone. So the thing with me is that I'm good with it because at the core, when I go to bed at night, I know I'm a good human. I know I'm doing the right thing. So I don't care what other people think about me. And I do believe, like you said, if it's meant to be, like with Holly, not to bring up Holly's name, but she took a lot of shit when she dated me from all over the press. But she loved me because she could see through it. Like 99% of the women would be scared, but those aren't the women that I want because they don't have the vision. The 1% that are pretty and smart, but say, hey, like you said, this guy's smart. I can see what he's doing. That's not really him. That's the 1% I want to attract. So there's maybe, so 1 out of every 100 is going to see that. So it just takes time for me, because someone with brains and vision and a marketing sense will see what I'm doing. How can this guy live with his parents, eat with his parents, honor and do all these nice stuff for charity and give, but yet be this monster online? It doesn't make sense. So some people don't get it. And I'm not trying to draw those people. I'm trying to draw the people that have the 1% vision. This is wow. This is pretty brilliant.
Even in the 24 hours that I have talked about you on my social media, oh my God, I have it is just inundated with all of the shit. And yeah, in the moment, it's kind of scary. Like I even told my husband last night at dinner, I was like, holy shocked, babe. I guarantee you, I have like 100 comments on this post that I've done where people are like, you are a scam. She's a scam. They've gone on my website and see what I charge. They tried to book a call with me. Like they went in depth for 24 hours. And the funny thing about it is you have to sit back for a second. But at the end of the day, I truly believe that I am interviewing you because I do believe you are talking to people who want to be the 1%. And I think you can add a ton of value. So, and I know that when I go to bed, I don't feel bad because I believe that I'm doing the right thing.
Yeah. One thing about me, anybody podcast I've been on, they're like, dude, even Millionaire Matchmaker, most views. I'm polarizing.
Yeah.
People love me and hate me, but you have to understand the people that are haters are already miserable. Number two, the fact that they would write to you and put it in writing just means not only are they haters, they're also stupid because it's proof. And those aren't the people that we're trying to reach out to. So you have to understand, why do people love me and hate me so much? And I'm great content because I always tell people, haters only hate on winners. Mm-hmm. Haters don't hate on losers. If I was a bum, no one would write to you. No, but that's how much impact I have. And sports betting industry is very competitive and I'm the king of it. Everyone wants to be me. The fact is that I share all my knowledge with people for free because I know they're not going to put the work in. So I love the fact, and it was no surprise to me. I was going to tell you when you said, oh my God, I got so many haters in the DM. I was just going to say, just ignore it. This is a great thing. Okay. Because when people stop talking about me, that means I'm no longer successful. I'm no longer breaking barriers. So I smiled when you said that, but I'm immune to it. Like, I don't know what it's like to wake up without people talking about me. I'm immune to it. The day they stop would be like the apocalypse. Like, that means I'm broke and I'm a loser. So that's good. Don't respond to them. Let it build your algorithm. And they're listening right now anyways. So you just got more downloads.
If I am a woman who's looking for a man like you, a successful man who is a 1%er, what is the characteristics in a woman that you're looking for?
So every relationship I've been in, I've learned something. Most of them don't last more than a month because I get out when I see the red flags. We'll talk about that later, about self-worth and not settling. So we'll talk about that later. But now at 44, I told you before, values. Number one, how do they treat their parents? How do they speak about their parents? If a woman can speak bad about her mother, father, especially her mother, call her mom a bitch or a loser, and I've had that happen before, then I'm out. Because if you can talk negatively about the woman that brought you on this earth, that means you're going to talk about me as soon as things go bad. So how they respect and treat their parents, their ambition, do they want more out of life? What time do they wake up? I will not date a woman. I wake up at 4 a.m. I want my woman to be up by 6 a.m. I don't give a fuck if you're just get up. Maybe you're making the bed. Maybe you're working out. You're doing stuff, checking emails. I don't want a woman that sleeps in. I believe all successful people wake up early. They don't sleep to double-digit numbers. And I want someone with ambition and drive. You know, I don't care if you're figuring shit out. If you're working at Starbucks for $8 an hour, I will support that than rather you sleeping all day and doing an OnlyFans account to make easy money. I want people that play the long-term game, not the short-term game, because once I lose respect for you, it's done. Okay. Respect is key for me. When I lose respect for women, it's done. There's no coming back. And I think that's why I'll never speak to Holly again, because any girl that, to me, a woman is a beautiful species. You could be anything in the world. And the two most degrading things you could do is be a stripper or a prostitute or show your body parts for money online. And if you do any of those things, regardless of how tough times are right now, I lose respect for you. Because God bless you with 2 eyes, 2 ears, 1 mouth, 2 legs. You can do shit. Go shovel snow next door. Go do a lemonade stand, but you're too cool. So you rather show your body and sell it for money. So if you sell your body photos or your body or anything like that for money, I lose respect for you and I'm done. So I look for respect, ambition, values, and how they treat their family.
I love it. Okay. So what is besides sleeping in, what pisses you off about women?
Nowadays in self-entitlement. You know, some don't even say thank you. You take them to a dinner, they don't even say thank you. Some don't even listen. I know I'm going to pay the meal. At least attempt to reach in your purse like you're going to pretend to pull out a card, even though you can't afford the $1,000 dinner. At least show that attempt. You know, gratitude. Thank you. You know what, Dave? I can't afford $1,000 dinner, but you know what? What's your favorite meal? I'll come and cook that for you. Or you know what, Dave? Let me get you a massage for $80 at the local place because I know your neck is stiff. Something small as reciprocation. People that don't reciprocate or appreciate or don't even say thank you, I'm done, because it's only going to get worse. And nowadays with self-entitlement, because guys encourage this stuff, guys just pay for it. So even these girls that are like 2s and 3s, they think they're 10s in their heads because this loser paid for everything and they expect it. So when they come up to a boss like me, they expect that. And I'm just like, dude, get the fuck away from me.
I have a question. Do you think you could ever date perhaps a woman who may not be as successful as you, but do you believe that you could date a successful woman? Because I surround myself with a lot of very successful women. And one of the, like, I had a girlfriend yesterday say, you know, does a woman's success make a man uncomfortable?
Not me. One, not the brag, but they're never going to make more money than me. But number two, where my mindset is, I'm a team player. Like, that gives me a bigger heart on than a set of implants. Okay. So I would help my partner. I would help hey, this is what, like I helped you. This is what you need to do to increase your business. This is how you have to market. This is what you have to do. This is the content. This is how you convert and monetize. I would teach them. I would love for my partner to outproduce me. It'll never happen, but I would help them because that's something I can respect and be proud of. The guys that you hear about that are jealous of their partners, they're not really wealthy. They probably make a couple hundred, 400,000 or 500,000 a year. You know, to me, that's good money, but it's not great money. And so if a woman's making more than they get jealous, I'm making millions. Like, I want to teach and inspire, you know, like I that's a turn on for me. So no, you're dealing with men that came into money, but still are jealous and envious. They don't have a good soul yet. They haven't got that mind clarity yet. You know, I was jealous years ago in my late 20s, early 30s, but now that I'm a grown man and have true wealth, no, I would love to have a partner that woke up before me. I would love for a partner that made more money than me in one day. That'd be fantastic. Find me that.
Would you date someone who had like more of a corporate career?
I don't believe in 9 to 5, but however, I believe in 9 to 5 teaches you structure. Do that. That's fine. I don't need an entrepreneur. Just have your own shit. I don't care if you only make 60,000. Like I always said, if I was to date a 9 to 5er, I used to date 9 to 5ers at the nightclub from 9 p.m. to 5 a.m.
Oh, fuck.
But I always said, if I don't date an entrepreneur or something like that, it would be a nurse, because a nurse works long hours and a nurse has a good heart. A nurse will take care of you, which means she would take care of me. I have a lot of respect for nurses, and most nurses are half Filipino, half white. I like half Filipino, half white. So nursing or an entrepreneur, but at the end of the day, as long as they have a passion and they work hard, that's all I care about. Like, have a purpose and work hard. That's how you earn my respect.
Right now, you don't believe right now, this time in your life, you have the desire to want to put in work, taking away from what you desire more right now, which is your career.
Yeah. Like I said yesterday, a relationship is a verb, it's action. It takes action. And I'm not willing to put it in because not that I've been burnt before. It's just because I put energy and shit, and the girl just turned out to be a bum, you know, but I'm not, if it happens, it happens. I'm a giver. Something with me, whatever I do, I want to be the best at. That's why I don't want children now. Why? Because I'd be a shitty father. My parents gave me everything. I'd be like, oh, I can't take you to the baseball game because the game's in overtime. Go over there, son. You know, I'd be a shitty father. I want to be able to take him to soccer practice, football practice, karate classes, teach him math. I don't have time. So therefore I don't want a child, because I don't believe in bringing someone this earth that you can't be the best at. And just like a girl, like I just don't have time because my career is number one right now. But if a girl came in and she had all the attributes, I'd have an open mind. And I'd find a way to make it work, but I don't think they exist. I really don't think they exist, or they do, they're already taken. That's how I feel.
Well, again, like we said yesterday, you have to change your mindset on that. You have a mindset like that is exceptional. And you can 100% create an exceptional woman if you want it, because you've created your whole career, which is pretty damn exceptional, like a 1%er.
Manifested it all.
Yeah, you've 100% manifested that. So I think it's just a matter of deciding, this podcast, decide it's your turn, deciding you're going to change the way that you view. Quit speaking that there isn't those women. There's 7 billion people on this planet. There is a unicorn out there, like 100%. So what do you think kind of, wrap this thing up? Like right now, if you were to have to like manifest this like perfect female into your life, how do you think you're going to find her if right now you kind of have a tendency to like want to be alone a lot and you have the Vegas Dave persona online that is very much not the ideal woman that you're trying to manifest into your life?
Maybe from your podcast, who knows?
That could be true. I got a lot of girls that sent me messages yesterday and were like, "Oh my God, I'm successful. Who is this guy?"
So, I mean, like I said, I'm not looking, but if it was there, it was there. They just have to be a perfect match and worth my time. Like I said, I got to respect the person. And like I said, I've dated beautiful women before, and now I don't need a 10. Girls that are 10s are headaches. They come with baggage. I don't want a 10. I want like a 7.5, 8 that's pretty, that has a beautiful soul, a beautiful mind, drive, ambition, respect for their family, respect for me. That's more attractive than a 10 with headaches. I'll take that all day long. I don't want the 10s no more. Doesn't matter what you look like when you're 60 or 70, your tits are sagging to the floor anyways. Where's your heart at? Are you going to be loyal? Are you going to take care of me? Are we going to be honesty? Because in today's world, everyone cheats. I don't cheat. I break up with the girl and say, this is not going to work. Well, everyone's like, why'd you break up with her? You could have kept her on the side. I'm like, I'm not like every other guy. I can't kiss you and say, good night, I love you, babe, and then go fuck another girl, which most men do. I get the bad rep of rotating, going through people, but it's because I say, you know what? I communicate. This isn't working out. I'm done. So they see me date someone else and I look like this player, but in reality, I'm the good guy because all these other guys are pretending to still love their partner and banging all these other girls on the side, and they're actually cheating on them. I don't believe in cheating. My parents have been married for 46 years. I believe in having one spouse, not cheating, and never getting divorced. I'm old school raised. So that's why I don't last with people, because when I see a red flag, I'm out. I don't keep you on the side and bang you on the side and look for someone else. I'm done, and I move on. And people don't understand why I'm real and that blunt.
I would actually 100% respect that more than the guy who's, pretending to love you and 4 people on the side. 100%.
Truth, and I get the bad rap for doing that. And they see with the new girl, just some with the girl doesn't mean I'm sleeping with her. I hang out with girls sometimes just to talk about business. That's it. And it's all perception. And again, like I don't deal with the haters. I ignore them. I just let them talk, because the more they talk, the more traffic they, my followers are going through the roof right now. People love to hear what I have to say. Love, as much as people hate me, I have a huge fan base that loves me and looks at me for inspiration. So it goes both ways. And it's how you build a big brand. Polarizing figure.
Well, I have enjoyed it so much. And I've told you that yesterday. And I love that we did this again. And hopefully that there's someone on my podcast that's going to hear it, because I do know that there is, a lot of unicorns out there.